And I want to tell you a terrible story. We're going into the transformation at Unilever. I had a team of my direct reports. I had selected them by hand, the whole thing. And I had picked a young guy, give him a big stretch to take on the responsibility for all of Europe. And that was where the teeth of the transformation was going to happen. We had to close in the transformation 80 factories. We had 120,000 people that we let go. I mean, this was real, and from a human resources standpoint, this was hand-to-hand combat. It was difficult. We're about 15 months into the transformation. We're sitting at a staff meeting. So there's like 8 of us around the table. This guy has a nervous breakdown in the room. He went catatonic. His face went completely pale. He started vibrating. He couldn't speak. We had to call the equivalent of 911. What's 911 in London? 999. We called 999. In they came. Now you can imagine the impact on the rest of my team when the people come in with the stretcher and they take the guy out and he can't speak, move, nothing. Now, how long do you think it took that guy to recover from that breakdown? 3 years. 3 years. Now, when we got into and to understand it, he was progressively, day by day, week by week, and so on and so forth, using up all the energy he had and not doing anything to put it back. Now, your family can be a very interesting source of energy. So here's the question for you. How many people in here have a family? How many people have kids? Okay? Has anyone ever walked into the house with the phone still on their ear? And then the kids come running up, and they want to talk to you or they want to do whatever, and you go, just give me another minute. A minute turns into 5, turns into 20, or whatever it is. And then after a while, they just stop coming up, right? So that source of being able to give you energy is just, you've depleted it yourself. Yourself. So why not go around the block one more time, and when you come in, be available 100% for your family? Why not? Why not? And then, do you need to flop in? Do you find yourself, you have to take a long nap every weekend just to be prepared to be able to face the next week? That's not good. You have to find ways to energize yourself. And there's lots of ways to do it. We're not going to talk about bananas and running shoes and, all of those things. You all know what to do. But I'm going to tell you that you need to have energy to give it to others. Look after yourself. It's important. We need you. We need you. Each of you. Then, second, give energy. Give energy. So, one of the beautiful parts of these smartphones is that when the phone rings, if it's someone you know, what happens? Their name pops up. Now, is there anyone in this room, we'll just make it personal, but please don't raise your hand. Is there anyone in this room that when their name pops up on your phone, you go, oh my God. It's the energy vampire. In goes the fangs. The loud sucking sound. Ah! The energy's draining out. And if you are the energy vampire, you know who you are. Stop it. Stop it. You have to be a resource of energy for each other. And one of the most important things leaders can do is to give energy. Give energy to the organization. And you have to have it to give it. But you have to give it, and don't be that energy vampire. And by the way, if someone in your sphere that you know that they trust you and so on, if they are being that energy vampire, why not tell them? Maybe you can give them some energy so they can stop sucking all of yours. Because these kind of people, and by the way, if someone is a chronic energy vampire, you probably don't need them in the organization. And particularly in a leadership role. You know the person that when they walk into the room, you hear that loud sucking sound? You just hate to see them coming because they take the life out of things. Big organization, an organization with the mission you're on can't afford it.